Okay, so in this video, we're going to go back to looking at images and in particular analysing images, which is something we've not done just yet. We've looked at generating images using the DALL-E sort of like plugin, if you want to call it plugin, or feature of Copilot. So I'm using the Windows version of Copilot this time. So I started using it in the last video. I just want to show you some of the functionality within that, which differs slightly from the iOS version on your iPad. So you know, this should work on iPads, but I have had mixed kind of results when I've been trying to sort of like analyze images. So I'm using this one, so I'm using Windows just to show you. So what I'm doing is just down the bottom here, you can see it's got add an image. So I'm in the creative mode, I'm clicking add an image, and it's going to ask me if I'm going to upload, take a photo, or even paste an image or link. So there's different options here in terms of, you know, what you want to use. You could take a photo and then you can analyze the photo, or you can upload an image, and I'm going to do that. So I'm going to upload an image that I've previously downloaded. It's just a Pablo Picasso, and then just what I'm going to do is just show you a couple of things, how you might use it. I'm not, you know, really just kind of give you some ideas about how you might adopt sort of like Copilot features and functionality within your particular subject. So I've got this Picasso image, and I've put it, describe the image to me, which is an image of a painting, focus on the style and techniques. I'm not really asked, you know, who is it, or, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm just asking it to sort of analyze this image. You can see there's our image, and it should just then go through, and it takes a little bit of time just to sort of analyze it and generate content from that. And you can see, analyze the image, privacy blur hides faces from Copilot. So I have used in the past where you've had like, I took a photo of some colleagues, and I put it on there, and it blurred out their faces, which is quite a useful feature when you're thinking about privacy, which is high on the agenda when we're sort of talking about AI, you know, and to make sure that, you know, you're protecting the data that you're putting into it. So you can see it does take a while, but then, you know, it does come back. So remembrance of cubism. So move and promote artists like Pablo Picasso and George Braque. I don't really know them that well, but then you can start talking about the techniques and the approach to that, which is you know, from a kind of art point of view. I say, okay, well, let's focus on this particular kind of like style in a lesson. We can add some images. I could then say, okay, what particular painting is this? And let's see if you can identify the painting that Picasso did of the guitarist. So let's see what it generates. So, painting we're talking about is likely the Old Guitarist by Pablo, which it is, from the Blue period. So again, you go into a bit more in detail about the kind of you know, the period of the painter and the style, and you know, how it's used. So, you know, from an accessibility point of view, in terms of being able to get descriptions from images and so on. So you can see we've got some more works there as well, which are associated with it, which I think is quite a good sort of like feature there in terms of analysing images. I mean, just doing this at a very simple sort of point. So if I just go and get another one, it's so we carry on the theme. I've got this one now. So let's see if you can about this painting. Let's see what it comes back with. Let's see, hopefully it should do the same way. It can sort of analyse it. It can kind of identify. Obviously, we're talking about very famous paintings, but then you can go off from that and then sort of like get students to sort of like maybe develop understanding around different painters and techniques and what would be in that, how they'd use it. I mean, I'm just coming up with some ideas. I mean, you know, that's not necessarily the way you might want to do it. If you're an art teacher, mine might be completely wrong, but it's just showing you how you can use the kind of, you know, image analysis within Copilot and how you might generate some ideas from this. Think, well, okay, I might be able to use it for this particular part of my scheme of work or my lesson. And, you know, you could then say, okay, well, it's, you know, maybe we could then generate an image based upon this style. So this is, so it comes back with water lilies. Okay. And there you go. So it goes into a bit of information about, you know, the background of it, etc. He talks about the brushwork. I wonder if we could maybe get it to create or generate an image. Let's have a look. What could we do? Can you generate an image in this style of a cat. Let's see what it can do. So, you know, we've learned about the style, we've learned a bit about the painter, we learned about the images and the technique and so on. So let's see if you can generate an image. So let's see what it comes back with. So you can tell when it starts working, you get this placeholder up here, which is with this one here. So it's doing something, which is good. And then it's going to hopefully generate an image that I can then customize. And you can see it's already giving me some ideas. I'll make it a black cat, add some water. Oh, there you go. Very nice. That's lovely. Change it to a dog instead. So, you know, I'm not a big fan of cats. Let's go for dog. So again, you can generate images that you could use in lesson. Maybe you could, you know, less obvious ones or less famous paintings, and, you know, students identify techniques and style and so on. So, you know, it's just something, you know, to think about in terms of, you know, how you can use DALL-E within Copilot to analyze images and also create images as well. And then you've got other features within this. I'm going to leave that for a separate tutorial, but have a play around with it and see what you can create.